Take climate action. Cities emit 2/3 of the world's greenhouse gases. But they're also leading the green wave. Around the world, cities are investing in clean energy and electrification, refurbishing buildings, exploring circular economies, and planting green spaces. Like here in Brussels, in the Canal area, where the city is renovating its industrial heritage with sustainable housing. Or in Bogota, the capital of Colombia has transformed a concrete highway into a pedestrian-friendly green corridor, complete with new bike lanes and public transportation.
Un día estaba navegando en las redes sociales y vi una convocatoria de Distrito Joven para jóvenes que no estaban ni estudiando ni trabajando y apliqué. Durante mi estadía en este programa aprendí un poco acerca del manejo de las violencias, prevención acerca del consumo de sustancias psicoactivas, maternidad y paternidad responsable, que me han servido para poder aplicar estos conceptos y estos manejos en mi vida personal y también para poder influenciar a otras personas a un mejor camino. Soy Heiner Parodi, un joven parcero y tengo mucho que contar.
Alcaldía Mayor de Bogotá.
If we want cities to tackle the challenges, we not only need to make choices, but we also need to strengthen the fiscal base of cities and the political autonomy. I will suggest to the OECD friends to put together maybe a mission actually on fiscal and political decentralization, taking into account different cities and regions. With very specific suggestions. Latin America has its own history, Africa has its own history, Asia has its own challenges. So I think that's the critical thing, because otherwise we're not going to be able, this is not only good policies, this is not only good practices, this needs money. Local money, mainly, it's a strong fiscal base, national support and also international support. The second suggestion that I will make is to strengthen governance. Because, money without good, strong civil society base may be a call for corruption. So we need to take an eye on that. And that's forming a good governance. And I will say the regional metropolitan governance is maybe the challenge of our time. How to make collaboration with different competencies and functions between municipalities, metropolitan areas, and provinces. Because in the long term, in the short term, probably housing, inclusion, education, transportation is the challenge of metropolitan areas. But making sure that we have food security, water, energy, particularly clean energy, because we cannot have any sort of energy. It requires metropolitan regional governance. And I will suggest again to our friends of the OECD to set up a group of study, very short, very clear, very pragmatic, taking into account different sizes, different scales, different regions, to provide specific suggestions and most of all, convincing the national governments that if they cannot do, at least they can allow us to do, instead of taking our hands tied sometimes.